Another destabilizing influence is the fact that students at Maryland are being increasingly subjected to lectures in foreign tongues.
Wait a minute, Mike. The slide's on.
You may think this makes for a sublimely cosmopolitan education, but English-speaking students have been confused, frustrated, and depressed by the improper use of the subjunctive and the wholesale dropping of prepositions from the curriculum. This has led to the students staying home, and attendance has dipped to new lows. In fact, there seems to be a correlation between the increasing numbers of lectures in foreign tongues and the influence of foreign medical students, replacing those students who flunked out. Dan?
What had begun as a special report concerning the trials and tribulations of medical students remained just that, until 1 month ago when we received the following anonymous phone call.
Hello. CBS, 60 Minutes. Yes. I'm calling you from the University of Maryland Medical School. Investigate here the third floor of Howard Hall. Who is this? No names. Just listen. Everything I'm telling you is important. You can call me a strep throat.
After this call from the secretive strep throat, 60 Minutes quickly followed the tip, and its reporters descended on Baltimore. Fortunately, one reporter went scurrying about the third floor of Howard Hall, an area occupied by the microbiology department. We were turned away with a perfunctory response and the following secretive entrance. We bribed a passing security guard with 3 cigarettes and a Hershey bar to unlock these doors and entered the forbidden halls. There we found that the microbiology department was not doing dangerous biomedical research on rickettsia and viruses, but was instead manufacturing large quantities of LSD made from ergot alkaloids coming in huge shipments from overseas. Mike?
One night, while scurrying about these illegal laboratories, we spotted a beautiful and mysterious woman stealing away from the third floor. We tailed her to the airport, where we followed her on a flight to Geneva, Switzerland, where we tailed her to her Geneva apartment. After waiting all night, we pursued her to the offices of MUFL, known as Muffle, or the Medical Union of Foreign Lecturers. We talked to the people at Muffle, who told us that they were an organization of foreign lecturers determined to find spaces in American medical schools for their members, who came from Iran, Pakistan, Egypt, China, and Texas, but mostly from India. Dan?
At the same time, we noticed that the adjacent offices were occupied by an organization with the initials FUCEM, or Fuck 'em. Intrigued by this name and looking for a little action, we went inside and found that FUCM stood for Foreign University Committee of Eager Medical Students. This organization finds places for foreign medical students in U.S. medical schools. Mike?
Later, we searched the apartment of the beautiful and mysterious woman, where we found the following cryptic letter. My love, it read. I write in haste as I feel the clever newsmen at CBS are hot on the trail of our ergot scheme. As head of FUCM, perhaps you and your consortium of foreign medical students should refrain from your massive effort to corner the Brazilian market of sheep pituitaries until things cool down. All my love, Robert Traub. P.S. Enclosed, please find $100,000 in small laundered bills.
So now we knew. The money from the sale of LSD was being used by foreign medical students to corner the Brazilian pituitary market. Since Brazil produces the entire world's supply of pituitaries, we went there to further investigate the Brazilian connection. Here we interviewed that famous coffee bean picker, Juan Valdez. Senor Valdez, why is it that you and your fellow pickers have forsaken your coffee beans to raise massive herds of hyperpituitary sheep?
Well, all I know is that a beautiful and mysterious woman pays us many American dollars for all the pituitaries we can shock. I mean big bucks. You think I'm going to pick each teeny little coffee bean from the humid Brazilian slopes? I have mitral stenosis, you know.
Do you have any idea who this beautiful and mysterious woman is?
Well, I'm just a peon myself, but it appears that she is a foreign medical student attempting to corner the Brazilian sheep pituitary market.
Thank you, Senor Juan Valdez. Aha! Brazilian coffee prices were rising because no one, not even the tireless and dedicated Juan Valdez, was picking coffee beans. They were all shucking sheep pituitaries. We then discovered that the National Pituitary Agency is located, you guessed it, in lovely Baltimore. Yet, when we went inside, there were no pituitaries to be found. In fact, there were no more pituitaries anywhere in the USA.
From all this very, very confusing information, we at CBS have developed the following airtight hypothesis. Ergot alkaloids from India are shipped via muffle to the microdepartment of the University of Maryland School of Medicine, where they're converted to LSD. In return for the ergots, the microdepartment and the powerful Dr. Traub influenced the university to fill vacant positions with foreign lecturers who are members of MUFFLE, the Medical Union of Foreign Lecturers. The money from the sale of LSD, in addition to destabilizing the dollar, strengthening the Deutsche market, increasing the threat of war in Rhodesia, is used by FUCM, the Foreign University Committee of eager medical students, to corner the world market in pituitaries. In this way, they gain control over the almighty National Pituitary Agency. We suspect that FUCM's control of the National Pituitary Agency is intimately connected with the destabilizing influences on second-year medical students. But some questions remain unanswered.
Who is strep throat? Is it Helene Hess? Is it Donald Pachuta?
Or is it this man, last seen by the CIA in Beirut in 1962, picking small insects from his navel?
Who is the beautiful and mysterious woman?
Is she a foreign medical student attempting to secure positions for her cohorts by blackmailing the National Pituitary Agency by freezing the world supply of pituitaries? Or is she just a beautiful and mysterious woman?
What is the true nature of the relationship between the National Pituitary Agency and the University of Maryland?
And how much control do they have over the powerful Benjamin Trump?
How many action potentials in the heart? 3, 4, 12, 124?
It's your line.
And who is the man they call Traub?
Is he a member of the microbiology faculty manufacturing LSD, or merely a large laboratory animal?
All these questions remain unanswered. And as long as medical students continue to suffer, we at 60 Minutes will continue our undaunted search for the answers to these and many other questions.